morning, children, and I'm back again here with this chapter, Ranga's marriage. And thankfully, today we have this skinomatic, so we can record for more, time. So, as we have read that this author was pretty determined to get Ranga, married, and for this, she just, fixed him up with a girl named Ratna. Ratna was a very good singer. Next day, she went to Shastri, like Pandits, who reads horoscope, and she told him to kind of to read the horoscope the way author wanted. And she said, "I'll come later." And she tutored him. Tutored him, and she told him. And I found no change in Ranga when I met him that afternoon. And I said, "What's the matter? You seem to be lost in thought," I said. He was pretty lost. He said, "No, no, 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 nothing is wrong, believe me." "Headache? Come, let's go see a doctor." I said, "Do you have a headache? Let's go and see a doctor." He said, "I have no headache. I am my usual self. I'm just fine." I went through the same thing when the process of choosing a girl for me was going on. But I don't think that could be a reason for your present condition. I said, is that the girl is the reason of your present condition?" And he stared at me. He looked at me. "Come, let's go and see Shastri." I said, "Okay, man, let's go and see the Pandit. What does he say about this girl? We'll find out whether Guru and Shani are favorable for you or not." Actually, the author had already fixed him, with that. But now she's, forcing him to come so that like he may hear the good things that she had already told him. Ranga accompanied me without any protest. As soon as Shastri saw me, he exclaimed, "What a surprise, Shayana. I haven't seen you for a long time." Shaima is none other than your servant, the narrator of this tale. She's saying that I am Shaima and I am the narrator of this tale. Tale means a story. I got angry and I shouted, "What? Only this morning?" Now Shastri completed my sentence. "You finished all your work and are now free to visit me." Had he not done so, I would have ruined our plan by bursting like grains that are kept in the sun to dry. I was extremely careful of what I said afterwards. Actually, it was a planned visit, so every sentence had to be planned. So when she reached there, you remember he said the first line, "What a surprise! Haven't seen you for a long time." And I shouted, "What? Only this morning?" Actually, you know that she had to she just forgot that she had to hide it that she did not visit. Okay, so she said, "Oh, only this morning." Then Shastri completed my sentence, and then Shastri stopped me. Otherwise, it would have just gone awry. And he said, "You finished all your work and you are now free to visit me." Oh, and if he had not done so, I would have ruined our plan. It would have been completely ruined because if the Sangha, got to know that I visited Pandit that particular morning, only he would have understood my plan. Now Shastri turned to Ranga. "When did the young son of our accountant clerk come home? What can I do for him? It's very rarely that he visits us." He said, "He just doesn't visit us. Like, why is he here?" "Take out your paraphernalia." Paraphernalia means the things, which he would need to read a horoscope. "Our Rangappa seems to have something on his mind. Can you tell us what's worrying him? Shall we put your science of astrology to the test?" I said, "Something is worrying him. So can you just find out what is worrying him?" There was authority in my voice as I spoke to Shastri. I spoke with some authority. He took out 2 sheets of paper, some cowries and a cowrie. That cowrie, like what we call them. Kauri is they are of marbles made up of, okay. Some kauris and a book of palmyra leaves, very old kind of, okay, leaves. Saying ours is an ancient science, yeah, there's a story to it, but I won't tell you that story now. This is not a Hari Katha which allows you to tell a story within a story. Like, I would definitely not tell you the story because this is not the time to tell a story. You may get bored, so I'll tell it to you some other time. Now Shastri moved his lip fast as he counted on his fingers and then asked, then he did some calculation. He said, "What's your star?" Now Ranga did not understand what is star. "Never mind," he said, "chuck it." Shastri indicated with a shake of his head. He did some more calculation before saying in a serious tone, "It's about a girl." And he said, "Oh, I got it. There's a girl." I had been controlling my laughter all this while, but now I burst out laughing. I turned to Ranga. "Exactly what I had said. Who is the girl?" "It was your humble servant who asked the question." Now Shastri thought for a while before replying. "She probably has the name of something found in the ocean." Okay, Shastri means, he knew the name also. Kamla maybe. He's just kind of making everyone believe that he doesn't know. "Could it be Pachimos?" Must it be moss if it is not Kamala? Why not pearl or Ratna, the precious stone? Ratna? The girl in Ramarao's house is Ratna. Tell me, is there any chance of our negotiations bearing fruit? I said, can you just tell me, is it gonna be of some use? Definitely, he said, after thinking for some time. There was surprise on Ranga's face and some happiness also, I noticed it. But that girl is married, I said. Then I turned to him. His face had fallen. I don't know all that. There may be some other girl who is suitable. I only told you what our Shastra indicated. Shastri said. He said, I don't know whether she is married or not, but I told you what is written in the Shastra. We left the place. On the way we passed by Ramarao's house. Ratna was standing at the door. I went in alone and came out a minute later. Surprising, this girl isn't married, it seems. Someone told me the other day that she was. What Shastri told us had turned out to be true after all. But Rangappa, I can believe that you have been thinking of her. Swear on the name of Madhavacharya and tell me, is it true that what Shastri said? I do not know whether anyone else would have been direct, Ranga admitted. There is great truth in that Shastra than we imagine. What he said is absolutely true. And finally, he admitted that he had been thinking of this girl. Shastri was at the well when I went there that evening. I said, so Shastri Galle, you repeated everything I had taught you without giving rise to any suspicion. I said, you did very well. What a marvelous Shastra yours is. He didn't like it at all. What are you saying? What you said to me was what I could have found out myself from the Shastras. Don't forget, I developed on the hints you had given me. He said, no, I did all the calculations and whatever I did, it was fine. Tell me, is this what a decent man says? Rangappa had come the other day to invite me for dinner. What's the occasion? I said. He said, it's Shama's birthday. He's 3. It's not a nice name, Shama, I said. I'm like a dark piece of oil cake. Why did you have to give that golden child of yours such a name? What a childish couple you are, Ratna and you. Now the author has come back to present. Okay, I know it is the English custom of naming the child after someone you like. Your wife is 8 months pregnant now. Who is there to help your mother to cook? He's actually, now the author has come to present and he's married to Ratna. He has invited Ratna for lunch and he's saying that his mother is there to help the wife out. My sister has come with her. I went there for dinner. Shama rushed to me when I walked in and put his arms round my legs. I kissed him on his cheek and placed a ring on his little tiny finger. Allow me to take leave of you, reader. I'm always here, ready to serve you. You were not bored, I hope. It's good story, actually. Indian society has moved a long way from the way the marriages are, arranged in this story. These questions actually we will do once we meet. So we'll stop here. This chapter is over finally. Let's say goodbye.